Welcome, everyone. Happy Saturday if you're watching this when it's posted. It is a timeless message. Um, we're going to take a look and see what the energy is going to look like for the next day, potentially for some of the collective. And clearly, I can see here that there is a lot of pinned up aggression that's happening between you and some people. So you might find yourself in a situation where people are testing your boundaries, where people are pushing your triggers and trying to make you reactive. And the one thing that I've been receiving very strongly when these cards came out was not all battles are worth fighting. Not all battles are worth getting exhausted over. And some things are better left laid where they're at and left untouched. Sometimes you have to let time tell its truth. It doesn't matter how much you try to convince people, they're not going to listen with an empathetic ear to understand it from your point of view. There are people that are dead set in your life to only see things through the lens of their own eye. They're not going to try to put themselves in another person's position. And you're going to find yourself battling it out with words. And it might be a time where you need to take pause. Yeah, so Spirit is definitely telling me take pause. Don't be reactive. If somebody tries to trigger you the next day, take pause and really think about if this is a battle worth fighting. Is this worth me exhausting myself to no end? Because this is the truth. When you do this, when you explain yourself overly and try to convince the person, and you know time and time again, you've never been able to convince them or even make any type of progress in making them understand that all it did was leave you exhausted in the end. And you want to protect your energy. And what happens is when you get exhausted, when you exude all that out, you're releasing all this energy that you could be preserving for yourself and utilizing for yourself. Because the one thing that I'm really getting is that it's so important that you reach out to God, that you reach out and say, God, Heavenly Father, universe, whoever it is that I'm a God-fearing woman, so I pray to God, but reach out and seek that help to help you take pause in that moment and really look at what's the best course of action with these people who are trying to trigger you in the next day. And again, this is a collective reading, so not everything will resonate with you. Some things will and some things won't. So just leave what doesn't and take what does. Now, granted, this is posted on a Saturday, but it's a timeless message. But this could be triggers with people at work. It could be friends. It could be situations. It could be you're out somewhere and somebody triggered. I mean, it could be anything. It could be any situation. So, and don't try to force it. If if it doesn't apply to you, it doesn't apply. But I definitely see like this conflicting area where you're like over explaining yourself, feeling this need to help people understand how it made you feel or how you saw it. But Spirit is saying in this reading that it's important for you to take pause and see, ask yourself, is this battle worth fighting? Is this battle worth me exhausting my energy? Or should I protect my energy and make sure that I don't deplete myself in this situation? Because I'm going to give you the blunt truth. I hate even saying stuff like this, but it's the truth. It is the truth. There are people in your life that genuinely don't care. They just do not give a shit about you. I'm sorry to use foul language, but it is the truth. Um, it is a hard truth to sit with because some of these people are people who should absolutely be loving you in a very unconditional way. And they don't. They use you, they siphon you, they deplete you, they trigger you, they agitate you, they do everything possible to put you in a box that is convenient to them. They don't allow you to be authentically yourself. You always feel like you're constantly on edge around them. And again, this can apply in any situation. It could be personal life, it could be work, it could be anything. Just remember, take pause. Not all battles are worth fighting. Reach out to God to help you slow down. And also remember, just because someone is trying to get a response out of you doesn't mean you have to respond right at that moment. You are allowed to take pause and think about things. It's a smart thing to do. And another thing that's really important is when you're in that situation, you might feel very alone. So reach out to people who understand you, even if it's online, even if it's listening to a video or listening to something motivational, or even listening to some music that uplifts you. Build something in that will pull you away from that mindset, because tomorrow you're going to need that. And through working through all of that, you're going to see an abundance of joy, an abundance of peace come towards you. Because here's the thing, by doing these things, by taking pause and really evaluating if it's worth going to battle about, it's holding up your own boundaries, whatever those boundaries are for you. And if you don't have boundaries, make sure you're establishing them and holding them firm, because boundaries are really important. So if you want to have that type of abundance of peace and joy in your day, really stand by your boundaries. So then we're going to look at the Neuro Linguistics card that came out. So the card that we got was, let's see here, Belief System Reboot. Okay, let me see if I can show that here. Your beliefs shape your reality. This card encourages you to take a deep dive into your belief system, challenge outdated beliefs, and install new ones that align with your vision of success and fulfillment. This is really important because it's, again, taking pause. Really look at, is the way you're responding to these people who obviously know how to push your buttons, is it really the best way? Is it really giving you that peace and the joy in your life? Or is it causing you anxiety and stress and really ruining your day, right? Because it does ruin your day. It completely changes the energy for you. So make sure to look at your belief system. And if you need to do a reboot, do a reboot. You can always change boundaries. You can always change the rules. It's your life. And then we pulled out the angel numbers, and the first one we got was 227, Befriend Fear. You are stronger than your fears. Fear is not an indication of success or failure. It just exists within you. Your angel's message is this: as you manifest your goals and dreams, consider where fear creeps in and limits you. It's not going anywhere. So it's time to make friends with your fear. Reflect presently on how your fear could become a friend instead of a foe. Fear, don't fear it. It's okay. It's part of life, right? And it really isn't scary as we necessarily make it. Sometimes our anxiety makes it a lot worse than it really is. And then the next one we got was 817, follow your interests. And I love this because this is a time to be creative, to do the things that you enjoy that make you happy. You are being called to master a talent you already own. The thing you do that comes so naturally to you is your gift. These passions are given to you so as to make your life meaningful for yourself and for others. Find the inspiration to pursue your gifts in your daily life. Consider a few ways you can have fun with your talents today, no matter how small or trivial they may seem. This may pull you away from that mindset. This may pull you away, like dive into that creativity tomorrow. Maybe keep away from these people. Remove yourself. Say, I have things to do. I have projects that I need to put my attention to. And this might be what it is that pulls you away out of that energy. Maybe you like to do art. Maybe you like to play an instrument. Maybe you like music. Maybe you like to dance. Maybe you just want to go for a walk, go to the gym, zone out, read a book, cook, whatever it is, do it. Whatever takes you out of that mindset, do it. Because that might be your perfect escape for getting yourself out of that mindset. And I thought it was just so interesting how we got creation for the word, which fit in perfectly, right? With follow your interests. So for creation, we have As a result of exploding chaos, you were then and are now expanding universe. Your masterpiece, your tour de France, your magnum opus, your pièce de resistance, your brainchild, a thing you bring into the world by way of your imagination and concentration of energy, thoughts giving form. There you go, angel number right there, right? Follow your interests. Let's see. A thing you bring into the world by way of your imagination and creation concentration of energy, thoughts given form, to leave a mark, leave evidence in your wake that you existed, evidence that you happened to the world. At the core of it, this is the process of recycling. A true artist, in any sense of the word, turn pieces of themselves into something greater. One, once undefined until you press into it and spoke its name. Is it because you allowed it to be? In preparation for tomorrow, ask yourself these questions. What is asking to be made? Do you have a fresh idea? Where are you most creative? I think that's great advice. Tomorrow, when you find yourself in this kind of toxic, triggering situation, if you, in fact, you do, for some of you, you might not. Hopefully, you don't. But if you find things triggering you, pull yourself out of it. Do something creative. Do something you enjoy. Go into nature, whatever it is. You like to pick up the camera, take pictures, do some photography. You want to take some video, do some videos. You want to just go for a walk, meet up with friends, have a conversation with neighbors. I don't know. Whatever it is that's creative for you, do it. Do it, do it, do it. It will make you feel so much better, and it will remove you from that toxic situation that is obviously triggering you. All right, everybody. I had a long day on the road, 6 hours. It was 6 hours of driving today, so I'm tired. But I got this in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will catch up tomorrow. Blessings.